guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for visiting me again. Today I have a video with two new makeup products that I am going to demo and to discuss with you guys. Both products, I am using them today for the first time, so I think it might be a bit challenging, but you never know. The first product, guys, it is this brow gel. It is a brow fixing gel. It is from Asam. It is from their Magic Finish makeup line. When I was in the drugstore last week, I started chatting up the woman who was working at the Asam counter. It is so funny that in the drugstores now there are also sales associates. I don't know if she's there all the time, but she was representing the brand and we started talking. And of course, every time I am talking to people at the makeup counters, one of the things we always discuss are my eyebrows. So I was telling her, you know, I don't have a lot of hairs, but I am looking for a product which I can use to draw the brows and also that it does not melt or move around a lot. And she told me their brow gel is an awesome product, so I bought it. I got this in the color dark and it says it is a brow gel with special fibers and it is supposed to perfect the form. This is also a 3-in-1 product. It said it perfects the form, it has optimal hold, and it gives you fuller eyebrows. This has a very thin brush and I cannot say it's tapered at the end, but at the same time it is not very fat. Guys, I tried to do my eyebrows with this when I was getting ready earlier. I was able to use it starting from this area, the middle area, but I couldn't control it at the beginning of the brow. So for me, it was not so easy the first time I tried it. So I took everything down and then I started again. I did go ahead and I drew some eyebrows because I just could not get an eyebrow shape with this because I have virtually no brows. So as you can see here, I drew my brows and then I sort of followed the eyebrows I had drawn, you can say the sketch, with this brow gel. It did work somewhat, but I am not able to completely draw the brows with it. Off camera, I did go ahead and try to clean this up and perfect it somehow. I never clean my eyebrows with concealer because I do have mature skin and it is just too much product. It does not look very nice. All in all, I think this would be an awesome product for people who already have eyebrows and an eye shape and they are wanting to lay the brows. This is very dark. The color actually, it has very nice pigmentation and it does stay put on the brows. I would recommend this, like I said, for somebody who's really looking for a product to thicken the brows and to keep it in place. She told me that I could easily use this just to draw brows and she did say I should stroke upwards. I did try this, it works from here, but not all over the brows. I will keep fussing with this because I do love the intensity and I do like it that it stays put, but I will have to use this in combination with an eyebrow pencil. I can't use this on its own. I mean, as you can see, it did take me a lot of effort to sort of get my brows the way they are at the moment. But yeah, I think this is worth trying. This was, I believe, $7.99 in the drugstore. The next product that I have, guys, it is this Hourglass Ambient palette. It says Lighting Edit Unlock. I got the snake. I got this online because in Germany at the moment, in stores at Sephora, they only have the light palette. I originally started not wanting this product because I am not such a big fan of snakes. I was hoping for another cat or tiger, but I was surfing online very late, and then I got a coupon for Niche Beauty, and I was able to pick up this palette for 15% reduced. The hype online for this was so strong, so I said, why not? But guys, this is the way the palette looks. It has, I have not used this. It does have this film on here. It is pretty. It is aluminum. I mean, the hype, it was so strong, but I do have a problem with this. There's something wrong. It's not okay. I am gonna go and really demonstrate the products, give you my honest opinion, and then we will talk about my problem with this palette. And I don't understand why people have not talked about this. Well, at least none of the reviews that I have looked at. This is what the palette looks like on the inside. The product in and of itself, it's beautiful. I do like these colors. I do have an ambient lighting palette in, what is this one? It is volume 3. And I checked the volume 3 against this snake palette, and I did not see that any of the colors are, how do you say, doubled? Yeah, repeat. I did not find any repeat colors. I do like this palette. It works for my skin tone. I just don't use this very often. This is the finishing powder in Radiant Light. These are the blushes. This is, I believe, what is this called? This is Coral Haze. This one, it is called Sunbeam. And this one, it is called Mystic Flush. The blushes in here, I must say, they are beautiful, especially this Sunbeam. This is this color here. Sunbeam. I will do a bigger swatch here. This is Sunbeam. This is the metallic strobe powder, the highlighting shade, and this is the bronzer shade. Yeah, everyone did say to me, because I love bronzer so much, I should get this palette because this bronzer is so pretty. I have done a swatch of the bronzer with a cosmetic swab because I think this gives a more realistic view of what the bronzer really looks like on the skin and not just with a finger swatch. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, it is not too deep, but we will see when I apply it on my skin. So I am just gonna go in with the bronzer, yeah? I am using this bronzer brush from NYX. What is it called? NYX Professional. The product is a bit small, so if I were to go in here with a bigger bronzing brush, I would probably contaminate the color. So I am gonna go in with the bronzer on the cheeks. I am looking in the mirror in front of me. I can see the shade. It is not so deep, yeah, but I can see it. This is with the bronzer and without. This is not very, I would say, terracotta. This is more of, I would say, a cool shade on my skin tone. When I swatched this, it looked like it had a bit more red tones. But on my skin, it is a bit cool, I would say. It's not one of these bronzers where I put it on and I say, oh my God, this is different. It's something extra special. It works, it's nice. My Hourglass products, yeah, the powders, I normally use them with a natural hairbrush. So I am going to try this blush here because this is so pretty in the color, what was it called? Sunbeam. This has good pigment and it does add a nice glow to the skin. I do have a bit of texture in this area and I do think I can see my pores a bit more. So maybe this is better being kept higher. I am gonna mix in a bit of this color here, which it is a bit more pink, I guess. So this is what the two colors look like together. As a highlighter, I am just adding a bit of this Infinite Strobe powder in this area. Oh, it harmonizes nicely with my eyes, but this is quite nice. I am not a big fan of a highlighter really because I think it, due to my mature skin, I do have to go in with a very light hand, and highlighters which are blinding are not very flattering on my skin. But this is quite nice, this highlighter. It's not too much, it looks soft and it is quite pretty and I like the shade. It does have quite a bit of gold warm tones, so yeah, it is nice, I think, for deep skin. And finally, I will use the finishing powder. I have not added any powder today because I wanted to use this. I will just go ahead and finish my face. I just made some swatches here. This is the powder shade in the Snake palette. It is called Radiant Light. And then these are the three powders from the Ambient Light Volume 3 palette. So the first one, it is the Eternal Light, then there's Transcendent Light, and there is Prismatic Light. So they are very different. I hope you can see this. This is the deep shade in Volume 3, and this is the deep shade in the Snake palette. I mean, I don't see such a big difference. Guys, this is me using the Snake palette for the first time. By the way, on my eyes, I am wearing the Pat McGrath It is the Divine Bronze Luxe Quad. This is Venusian Sunrise. I added this to my fall tray. I just did it. It's behind me, so this is coming up. But anyway, the blush shades in this palette are nice. I mean, the bronzer, I have so many beautiful bronzers. For me, this is nothing special, and the powder is okay. What really angered me, you could say, about this palette, it is the quality of this palette. Can you hear this? It is like the mirror, it is somewhat hanging on here. And when you look at this, it is so, yeah, it doesn't feel like a palette which costs almost 100 euros. I mean, I got a discount. Honestly, if I could return cosmetics here in Europe, I would have returned this. This aluminum case, it's very pretty with the design, but this feels so cheap. You know, it's like when Woolworths was around and you could buy these aluminum tins and you could put candy inside of it. I am telling my age. This is what this aluminum tin reminds me of. I am not very happy with this packaging. Honestly, I was expecting that this aluminum to be a bit more robust. Had I seen this in store and swiped the colors, I don't think I would have bought this, especially when I held this palette in my hand and it was jiggling. I would not have paid for this. The only person who I have heard mentioning so far the issue with the packaging, it's Maggie from Maxi Beauty. She did tell me that her palette, when she got it, the mirror was shaking. I was thinking maybe she got a bad one. But this is definitely substandard packaging. I am sorry, I have to be honest. I was expecting something different. Hourglass packaging is normally, you can say, a bit posh on the high-end side. Anyway, you win some and you lose some. This is on my list of products that I did not need. The next time I am having such feelings where I am saying, oh, do you need this? You don't even like snakes. Why would you want a palette with snakes on there? I will listen to my inner self and leave it alone. Anyway, guys, this is it for this one. Sorry for my complaining, but I have to tell you guys like it is. The makeup products I have been buying lately, I have gotten such nice products, so it is allowed that I rant every now and then when I get something which is subpar. Anyway, guys, have a lovely weekend. Hope to see you again soon.